Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan. This is Fine Detailing. Thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world. It helps me get in front of more people. So if this is your first time, we have a retail supply store in Scottsdale, Arizona. We have a professional detail shop here as well. So if you're in the area, we'd love to have you. We also have an online store, which I'll link in the description below. So today's video, really fun one. A kind of a rare option for me. So as I mentioned, I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. We don't really get winter here. The lowest it gets is maybe freezing, maybe 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But today's a fun one. I have a customer coming in that lives part-time in Wisconsin. So they drove home from crazy winter conditions. Their car is covered in, I don't know, salt? No, it's definitely salt, magnesium chloride, whatever they put on the roads. So I have a true winter test to test pre-washes. So I am pumped. I did have a muddy truck I was gonna do it on, but better yet, most of you that are on the East Coast or in Canada or elsewhere that actually have these conditions wanna know kind of what's the best pre-wash to use. There are so many on the market. I just picked two of my favorites. A third one, a notable ad that is not gonna be in this video, is Labo Cosmetica Primus. I'm just gonna go head to head and show you two different pre-washes, and then I'm gonna show you two different ways. So first we have Koch Chemie Multi-Star. This is a pH of 13.1. This is a very aggressive pre-wash, but it's also VDA certified. I use this a lot to strip before any ceramic coating jobs. It's just a killer pre-wash. I really love it. And then the next one is Bilt Hamber Touchless. I believe the new pH on this is 10. I'll throw it up on the screen if I'm incorrect. This is a tried and true product. So what we're gonna do is, these are both considered pre-washes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put them both in the foam cannon, and then we're also gonna put them in like the sprayer, so you have kind of this exact dilution. So the difference here, and I'm not gonna get into it in the video, Bilt Hamber is calculated via using PIR, which is the panel impact ratio. So like, if you think about it, you have a solution mixed in here and you have your water coming through here. So this is diluting it further. So Bilt Hamber wants to say, okay, we know what your end dilution is gonna be. We wanna know what's gonna be on the paint. So this is calculated given my settings. So I have the Bilt Hamber. Today we're gonna use both at their strongest dilution. So I'm gonna use Bilt Hamber at 2% PIR. I will leave a link in the description below for my good friend Steve Pearson's PIR calculator. Really easy. You just do a little bit of work. It only works with your foam cannon and your pressure washer. You only have to do it once. So I'll leave a link there to how to calculate that. And then multi-star, we're just going to use at 1 to 10. So I have 1 to 10 in the foam cannon, 1 to 10 in the sprayer. Bilt Hamber, I have 2% in this, and then 1 to 10 in the foam cannon. So guys, without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm gonna try and make it as fair as possible. Obviously panels will be different. I'm gonna foam it on, let it dwell for equal amounts of time, rinse it off, and show you how clean just the rinse off gets us. And then please drop it in the comments of what you think is the better pre-wash. I honestly don't know how this is gonna go, and I don't wanna spoil it with my hypothesis, but we're gonna get into it. So stick around and enjoy the video. Thanks guys. It's close enough, right? Like, of course, there's a little more salt on the front. I just wanted to do these side by side so you could literally see them side by side. I didn't want to do the front door, and then go back and forth. Side by side is like the most, I think, the fairest test. So again, in the real world, we're not ever gonna do a touchless wash, but we wanna see how far this will get us without having a contact wash, because the more you have to put into it to contact wash, that's more work. So in theory, we wanna see what's gonna give us the least amount of work. So we'll go from there. I'm gonna try and time it pretty close. Again, not gonna be down to the second, but I'll try and let them dwell as quickly as possible. So we'll get into it. I'll do the Koch Chemie MSN on the front door, and then the touchless on the rear. So again, I have this at 1 to 10. Okay, pretty healthy amount. Now we're gonna go touchless, 2%. Okay, so there we go. All right, guys, we are at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'll pull out the pressure washer. I'll start rinsing at 5, and we'll see. And the other thing to consider here is it's also the pressure of the gun, right, of the machine. That's going to help clean it, right? Not just the chemical. That helps loosen it, and then the actual pressure of the pressure washer cleans it. So I've actually adopted a new method. On my first rinse, I've switched to a 25-degree nozzle, and that gives me more pressure. And sure, it'll rinse a little bit slower, but it's a stronger pressure, and then that'll get us cleaner. And then I switched to a 40-degree nozzle on my final rinse just because I'm trying to get the water off quickly, and we've already kind of done the cleaning at that point. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll grab the 25-degree right now. It looks pretty darn good. Yeah, I mean, it's a gray towel, so this probably isn't the perfect test, but I'm not seeing much. Let me rinse it with DI, and then we'll let it dry, and we won't touch it, and then we'll truly see the difference here. Okay, so while that other side's drying, we're gonna switch to the spraying versus foaming. So obviously these can be, it's definitely like more concentrated, right? Not really apples to apples, but I'll just apply more. I have the IK sprayer multi 12 with the battery, and then just the IK. So Bilt Hamber we'll keep on the rear, and we'll kind of over apply it here. I'll do my best to over apply it because we know that the IK it's not the foam. The IK Sprayer 12 is going to put out way more product than this IK pump, so I'm going to give it a little extra juice here. And the other benefit to foam, which I like, is it dwells a lot longer. So you do run the risk of this drying, but that just means you would rinse it faster. So in theory, it's a little more concentrated. But again, with the foam, with the PIR, with Bilt Hamber, they do calculate PIR. So it's technically the same thing. You're just using a lot more product when foaming, I should say. All right, so I think that's a healthy amount. So this is multi-star 1 to 10, pretty aggressive. All right, I don't want to overdo it, so we can have kind of a fair amount here. All right, we're at 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I feel comfortable rinsing. All right, we'll let that dry and come back to you once it's dry. All right, guys, I assisted with a blow dry here. So this is touchless, that's multi-star, those are airplanes in the sky. I'm so sorry, we're next to an airport. So it's a little wet still, but I really, maybe on the lowers? Yeah, okay, so you can see, I'm trying to get you a good angle, sorry guys. It's a little hard with the cloud cover. So there's definitely, see those swipes there? And then here's multi-star. It's honestly pretty close. They both did a really darn good job. Here's it a little further back. I'm having trouble really seeing a difference. You know, here's maybe a good example because this is some plastic. I did foam that. It's still, you still got a little dirt there. But the paint, I mean, it just did a pretty good job on both of them. Maybe the red's hard to see, so I'm sorry, but I'm being honest with you, I can't really tell a difference. So we'll see what happens on the spray-on side. All right, guys, sped up with the Ego blower. So it's kind of looking pretty similar here. Like, I'm not even getting any like film that's left on this. Well, it's not totally dry, but that's just, these dots are just water. I'm sorry if it's hard to pick up on camera here, but again, like here's, it's pretty good. I mean, it's darn close. Like I can't tell you. Maybe we'll try foaming it on the rear, but I don't think it's gonna tell us much. So I mean, yeah, stick around and hear my final thoughts. All right, guys, let me know what you thought. I'll put some final shots up right now. You know, it turned out great. That red's a beautiful color. I hate to like not pick a side or pick a winner, if you will, but you guys let me know. I tried to get as good a shots as I could. There was literally like no noticeable difference in person, so I hope you can tell on screen. If you looked like there was like little marks on there, that was just like really fine water spots. Both sides crushed it with spray and foam. So now it would come down to probably like what's more economical. I think spraying it versus foaming it is always more economical because you can do, you know, you can use much less, right? So like if we sprayed, I don't know where it is, but in the sprayer for PIR, right? If you put 500 mils, just take 2% of that, right? And you're using 5 mils of product, right? Like you're using nothing versus, you know, in a foam cannon for, let's see, 1% for me, I have to use 760 milliliters of water to 137 mils of soap for the foam cannon. And then so basically double that when we talk about 2%. So Bilt Hamber can get expensive. If you foam it, it's still very, very effective. Koch MS is great. Again, I just use 1 to 10 in the foam cannon. It's what I use it at. It does a killer job. So that's like, yeah, like 3 ounces per use. Both are just great. I don't know how else to say it. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any other great pre-washes you used. Again, I gave it a shout out in the beginning. I haven't used it. Labo Cosmetica Primus is another excellent, excellent pre-wash. But I'd love to hear from you on what you guys think. So again, I hope that was a fun one for you. It was a unique opportunity for me to get some actual salt and show what a lot of you guys, I know a lot of the viewers are from back east or even in Canada. I never get to show you what it looks like on salted cars. So we had a real salted car from the Midwest. So I hope that was valuable for you. Again, let me know what you guys think in the description or in the comments down below. And until next time, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.